2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Welcome to our coverage of the NBA All-Star Game with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. This is Kevin Harlan.
And guys, this really sets up to be an incredible night in terms of excitement from the coaches to the players to us here in the booth. I mean, this is such a fantastic event to be a part of.
Guys, it really is the greatest all-star game in all the sports, in my opinion. We have the best players in the NBA at the peak of their powers. I mean, I can't wait to see what this year's game has in store for us.
Now a look at the West All-Stars starting lineup. We've got Durant. Simmons is out there with Steph Curry. And there's Davis, and it's LeBron in at the 4. And Joel Embiid with another All-Star game to his credit. He's right at home in all this attention.
A star on social media, one of the game's most devoted trash talkers, and he certainly can make some highlights.
And here's Harden for 3, and Simmons with the rebound. And so Simmons will bring it up for the West All-Stars.
We've got a collection of the greatest players in the world here. I mean, and playing in an event where they can really let it all hang out.
And that's exactly why we always come away with such great memories. I mean, because they really do try to give the fans as many highlights as possible. And they are the best players in the world.
And fans and celebrities alike have descended on this town for All-Star Week. There's been a bunch of fun events going on all over the place.
And Greg, it's like that every year. I mean, no matter what city is hosting, it becomes a mecca for everyone who wants to take in one of the greatest scenes in all of sports. Not only to watch the best players, but to be seen by the other stars in the crowd.
Here's Irving following the basket by LeBron James. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kenny Atkinson and I got a chance to talk for just a bit. We spoke about the defensive end, oddly enough. Now, in past All-Star games, as we know, defense isn't given much thought. But he thinks the players on this team are so competitive, they may take pride in their ability to get stops. That sounds inconceivable, guys, but I guess we'll see.
Thank you, David. Here's Irving following the basket by Stephen Curry. Back to Irving, fires for 3. The offensive rebound, a second chance effort, Embiid. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Boy, I tell you, it's pretty obvious. Embiid takes pride in and enjoys tricking his defenders and getting them to jump on the pump fake.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. And that one misses. He hits the second from the line.
The big man is so skilled and has such an infectious personality. Joel Embiid is hard not to love. I mean, he just oozes that kind of attraction. And his potential, unlimited.
Curry's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Harden. The shot comes out. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And guys, I tell you what, all right, they are getting after it on both ends here tonight. This game isn't all about offense this year.
Yeah, it's really been a competitive contest. It's not just a show. These teams are getting after it. When the lob is in the right spot for him, LeBron is never going to miss a chance to do something special throwing it down.
And there's the pass to Embiid. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away.
Probably wasn't the shot they were looking for, but they'll take the bucket.
Floats it up for Davis. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And then George with the jam.
And I'd have to say the decibel level just rose about 300% in here.
Certainly sounds like it. I mean, there's nothing these fans love to see more than highlight reel dunks, and that one certainly qualifies.
Now here's Durant. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And James throws it down.
And Durant just great at picking apart the defense. When they leave one of his guys open, he is quick to get the ball to them.
And so George will bring it up for the East All-Stars. They trail by 1. Irving surveying the floor. Here's the lob to the hoop, and Giannis throws it down.
And Irving is comfortable running the offense. When a teammate's open, he's quick to whip it around.
He got it!
Man, oh man, oh, what a shot.
What range!
What a shot.
Harden the pass to Antetokounmpo. Curry is inside, guarded by Embiid.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Here is Harden. At the top of the key, Embiid. Tipped away. Great D that time from Davis.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Here's Antetokounmpo. A shot's good on the assist by George. And it's 6 points for Giannis.
And when Irving is feeling it, he's untouchable. A prime-time scorer who can spot up as well as create for himself.
And here's Harden for three. It's good on the putback.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Simmons finds Curry. Down low, outside for Durant. Fires the three. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. A nice shot by George.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Kawhi Leonard, he's checked in for Paul George. Russell Westbrook comes in for James Harden. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Irving. The West also making some changes. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for Anthony Davis. Blake Griffin comes in for James. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Curry.
Man, what a special player Antetokounmpo is, sharing the sugar there. The vision he showed, nice job finding the open man. But the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
And Blake Griffin, no stranger to the All-Star game, Greg. Even as his game has changed, he finds his way to this weekend, it seems like, every year.
You think of his dunk contest appearances early in his career. He was a pure highlight reel type of player before, but boy, has he grown. Now a much more balanced and deadly forward.
KD dishes to Doncic. 6 to shoot. Takes a three. Great D that time from Westbrook.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Good on the shot. Now it's a 5-point East All-Star lead.
Yeah, and from mid-range, Leonard's jump shot is money. It doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or catch and shoot. He never loses his touch.
That one goes. Count it.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
High-octane action for sure. Crowd-pleasing already.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons. There's 48 seconds left in the first. And there it is for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Leonard against KD. Outside Griffin. Just 5 to shoot. Shoots over Leonard. It's hauled in by the East All-Stars. Embiid's got 7 rebounds in the game. Knocks it loose. Doncic with the steal. 3-on-3. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
tell you, it doesn't get any easier than this, guys. I mean, Simmons finishing with power.
Lillard, the pass to Embiid. Right at the free throw line, and that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the East All-Star. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back to the action after this word. Welcome back for the second quarter of the main event of All-Star Weekend.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight. And that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
We've got Damian Lillard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Embiid. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Westbrook in at the 2 guard. So that's who the East All-Stars start the second with. And there's the bucket from Victor Oladipo. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the East All-Stars.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively, they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half.
Pass to Leonard. Over KD. The West All-Stars pull it in. Inside. It's stolen by Oladipo. To the inside. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by Oladipo. Leonard's got 4 points this quarter.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Right side, Kevin Durant. And a little luck that time, but it drops. KD's got his second bucket tonight.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Westbrook against Doncic. And it's Westbrook missing. And it's Towns with the ball. He'll bring it up for the West All-Stars. It's a 5-point game.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
That's good, and it's KD with the assist. KD's got 3 assists now in this one. Westbrook feeling it out a bit, and they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Westbrook's got his 3rd bucket of the night. Doncic against Westbrook. Doncic outside. 3-pointer. Westbrook pulls it in.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the 3-point lane.
Chris Paul's checked in for Damian Lillard. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Jordan, he's checked in for Towns. And Andre Drummond is subbed in for Blake Griffin.
After having none in the first, he gets 2 3-point shots to go here.
Durant for 3. And it's Drummond with the jam.
This is what Drummond is known for, fellas. I mean, assertive, aggressive, relentless, hard-working. He's just a dogged offensive rebounder.
Doncic against Westbrook. Dishes to Leonard. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
KD's shot is good. And Kevin Durant has hoisted that All-Star MVP trophy.
One of the most effortless scorers you'll ever see. He's had some big games on the biggest stage.
Boy, this is the kind of player Victor Oladipo is. Confident, under control, ready to fire on the catch.
Sinks the three-pointer. KD's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
They're having more success from three-point range here in the second after a rough first quarter from deep.
Bounce pass from Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Kawhi Leonard, never the flashiest player, Greg, but there's no question he deserves a spot among the league's best.
A player who's in the mix for MVP when he's healthy, a two-way terror. The claw is as real as it gets.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Joel Embiid, while George comes in for Victor Oladipo. And Walker subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Takes it out to Leonard. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Leonard's got the lead up to 9 now for the East All-Stars. James looking around. Over George. Again, the West All-Star.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
Paul dishes to Antetokounmpo. Here's George, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, it's really hard to distract Paul George when he goes into a shot. I mean, even though the defense is there and made the obvious foul, doesn't seem to bother him.
James Harden, he's checked in for Paul. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Jokic, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Curry kicks to Drummond. That's tipped. Curry against Walker. And here is Curry. 7 points in the game. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the bucket from Doncic. To the middle. Here's Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
And, you know, at almost 7 feet tall, Antetokounmpo is dangerous down inside, really. I mean, the defense has to be physical with him if they want to have a chance at preventing him from scoring in the paint.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Vucevic is checked in. Curry against Walker. Passes to James. Vucevic trying to get open. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got his first points of the game.
Boy, a lot of energy and hustle on display from Jokic that time. Never giving up on a possession.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the East All-Stars. They've led by as much as 10. For 3. No good that time. The West All-Stars will go the other way with it. Curry way outside. 1:46 left in the first half of the game. Here's Doncic. And Nikola Vucevic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. He's with the ball. They lead by 7. Here's Walker. It's good. Walker's got his first points of the night.
Boy, this little fella, Kemba Walker, is a treat to watch, especially when he takes it all the way to the cup. He's got explosive speed and finishes with ease on the drive.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Well, and that's exactly how the game is played in the paint inside, guys. I mean, if you can play over the top, I think you've got a big advantage.
And it's
oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. My goodness.
Are we seeing some high-flying efforts tonight or what?
Are we ever? I mean, they're doing some major damage to those rims.
Doncic bangs home the trifecta. Doncic has got 6 here in this quarter.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
James finds Jokic, unloads. Here's Curry, and he uses the glass on the layup. Curry's got 9.
Boy, Vucevic, so solid in all fundamentals of the game, and really an outstanding passer for a big guy.
Here's Giannis, and the dunk by Giannis.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
I would agree. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And stolen by LeBron. And Doncic with a clear path to the hoop. And good that time. And now it's just a 4-point East All-Star lead.
Well, you've got to be careful around LeBron and mindful of his presence now. He's very opportunistic defensively, and with that size, speed, and anticipation, he can pick your pocket.
You always know we're going to see a few of those every All-Star weekend, but I don't know if we'll see a better alley-oop than that one right there.
Back to Curry from outside the arc, and he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
You know, it's good to see Walker focusing more on defense, working on becoming better in this area moving forward. You like to see that in a player.
And so it's the East All-Stars, with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. SRO, standing room only.
Ooh, nice.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Got Shaq here. Got Kenny the Jet. An amazing first half of basketball. And it looks like we've got a game on our hands that will cap off this great weekend in style. The East and West both giving the fans everything they could have hoped for. This is shaping up to be an all-star classic.
Obviously, this has been a back-and-forth type of thing, but now you're going to start to see the competitiveness come out in these guys. That's right, and they had to say it real nice and smooth. Competitiveness, a little more defense, not a lot more, but certainly a lot more intensity. And at the end of the day, every guy on that court out there is built to win.
This particular All-Star game has some real energy. Guys aren't just going out there and going through the motions. They're actually digging in and trying to win. This is different. I can't wait for the second half.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin.
One half remaining in the NBA All-Star game. Good to have you along on 2K Sports.
And that first half was terrific. I'll bet anything, though, the second has even more in store for us.
I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I think it's going to be a spectacular final 2 quarters.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the floor for the West All-Stars, Durant is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Ben Simmons. Then there's Stephen Curry. And it's Davis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Kyrie Irving has a way of showing up big in the biggest moments. And guys, that includes the All-Star game.
Yeah, his rookie year, he was the Rising Stars game MVP his rookie season, going 12 of 13 from the field. 2 years later, the All-Star MVP hitting 14 of 17. Man, he makes it look easy.
James against Antetokounmpo. In the corner, Harden. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. The West All-Stars pull it in. Curry way outside, and it's slammed in by Davis.
Yeah, Curry is so impressive. His peripheral vision is what makes him unique, in addition to his ball handling skills. He does a nice job setting up his teammates and knows how to get them the ball when they're open.
Outside Irving. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
To the paint. LeBron kicks to Davis. Good, and the assist goes to James. Davis has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, teammate to teammate on the assist that time.
Well, the communication between them, that's what we see every game during the regular season, and it's on display here in the All-Star week as well.
James Harden, one of the most feared scorers in league history. He gets buckets every way you can imagine.
And the beard, known for his fearlessness, attacking, contact, and working himself to the line.
I like the restraint he's shown in the All-Star game, relying more on his long-range accuracy to fill up the scoring column.
No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek Freak, the 15th pick back in 2013.
Not even a lottery pick. Not many saw this coming. He's grown in size and skill. Now a chance to be the best in the world. He's every bit an all-star.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for LeBron. And here are the East All-Stars now. Irving kicks to Harden. Pass to George. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by the West. Davis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 3 from KD. And Embiid pulls it down. Embiid's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Nobody near George. Hands it from downtown. George has got 11.
Right there, I think you got to try and run George off his spot. I mean, he's a lights-out long-distance shooter and has great confidence.
Griffin finds Curry. Back to Griffin. Curry looking it over. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Count that one, and the East All-Stars lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Curry. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the East All-Stars. The pass to Harden. Back to Irving. Pass to George. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3. It's on Kevin Durant.
And when George has the ball in a comfortable spot, he's looking to draw the foul, feeling that there's nobody that can stay with him.
And the first one at the line is good. And Paul George, an all-star from his 3rd NBA season. He has been a fixture.
A true superstar. Make no mistake about it. Offensive highlights and defensive brilliance. PG is the real deal.
Damian Lillard's checked in for the East. Chris Paul comes in for Irving. The West also making some changes. Jordan comes in for Davis. And it's Towns in for Kevin Durant. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Towns kicks to Simmons. Back to Towns. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here they come. Lillard, the pass to Paul. Here's George. Simmons with the defensive effort.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution.
Count that one. The East All-Stars lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Stephen Curry. And here's the East. Lillard looking around. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Their offense has been great here.
Yeah, the ball movement has been terrific, and they've kept the defense off balance.
Pops it up for Jordan. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Yeah, you got to respect the athletic reach of Jordan now. Throw it up, and he will bash in the alley-oop.
A tight game here in Charlotte. George against Griffin. Right side, George. Simmons against Paul. Here's Embiid. Offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Antetokounmpo. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the East All-Stars.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long.
Right now, the defense needs to do a better job of closing out on this guy. He's heating up from outside.
Paul passes to Lillard. Ball against Simmons. Up top, Embiid. Down low. And Giannis throws it down.
And he's got it going now. When he's in this kind of a zone, I think the D's happy to just get out of Antetokounmpo's way.
So the timeout taken here, the first for the West All-Stars. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
Boy, he's been killing them all night, and the defense looks like it's practically packed it in.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Oladipo comes in for George. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Lillard. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Drummond's checked in for Jordan. Jokic comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. LeBron's checked in for Blake Griffin. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Ben Simmons. 1:36 left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Leonard. The three. No good that time. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Here's James. And that one is good. James has got 18 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
LeBron against Westbrook. And no good, trying to use the glass.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy, making you miserable all night, a hand in your face on every jumper.
Up top, Curry, defended by Paul.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
We'll see if they want to trade 2 for 1 here.
Got to time up that clock to do so.
To the middle, and stolen by Drummond. Here's Doncic. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
The chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
Walker's checked in for the East. Basket counts. 21 points for Kawhi Leonard.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Westbrook against Curry. Westbrook can't get it to go.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
He made it! He caught it!
Big time!
Wow!
Wow, what a way to finish up the quarter.
That's an impossible shot, man, even when you don't have the clock to worry about.
And so it's the West All-Stars holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
And we welcome you back. The biggest stars of the league are putting on a show here at the All-Star Game.
And we're seeing some world-class basketball being played here tonight.
That's exactly what you'd expect coming from the absolute greatest players on the planet.
Russell Westbrook out there with Kemba Walker. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars. The East making a switch. Harden's checked in. Walker, good. It's Harden with the assist that time.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Lobbed up there for Drummond. Embiid with the steal. Goes up. And the rejection by James.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Carries it from three-point range. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And a sensational individual defender. Leonard will lock you down. Rejections are just part of the package he brings on the defensive end.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Curry passes to Drummond. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Antetokounmpo comes in for Russell Westbrook. And Irving subbed in for Kemba Walker. Simmons checked in for the West.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's hard to avoid fouling Durant, but the problem is he hits nearly 90% of his free throws for his career.
Vucevic checked in for the West.
Already a very confident player, knocking down those free throws only fuels that.
And the East All-Stars call time here. And at this point of the game, getting a break here, important for the teams to regroup, and for the players, this is where you have a chance to get rehydrated with Gatorade. Get ready to play strong to finish off the game. And they double up on Antetokounmpo. And a wide open look for Irving. They grabbed their own miss.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg.
Well, I like the way he capped off that drive. A one-hand hole punch.
Curry passes to Vucevic. Embiid with the steal. Oh, and here we go. Irving's got it. The fast break chance. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
I tell you, that's why Antetokounmpo is so feared league-wide. I mean, when he's close to the rim, he's most likely going to flush it on you.
Curry against Irving. Pass to KD. Here's the three. Good on the three-point shot. Durant's got 5 points in the quarter.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
Well, you know, that's exactly their plan here in the fourth. Work to find space behind the arc and then bury some threes.
Irving can't hit.
And another miss. Whew, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Vucevic finds Durant. They get a hand on it. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Now the pass to Davis. It's Solomon to Antetokounmpo by himself. And it's Harden slamming it down.
Well, this night is all about the entertainment value in terms of that dunk. Definitely entertaining.
Yep, and he's hearing it from the crowd. I mean, it's going to be really hard to top that one.
He was all alone on that one. And it's now 26 points for Giannis.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
Oh, Vucevic in position. No good from Simmons.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Timeout called here. The West All-Stars decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And here's Simmons for three. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Antetokounmpo, no good.
They came close there to tying it up.
Yeah, you know, and after the way they fought back into it here in the fourth, that would have been a big bucket for them.
Curry is inside, covered by Irving, banked in off the glass. And now it's up to 25 points for Steph Curry. Now, here is Irving. Over Simmons. Good on that shot, and with that, the West All-Stars lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Irving. Outside, Davis. Pass to Curry. And the shot goes in. Curry's got 27.
Boy, Curry is so creative and efficient, and when he gets hot and gets going, he rains down points and baskets on the defense.
Irving passes to Harden. From downtown, he's off on that one. Good work defensively by KD. It's Curry, that time on the assist by Durant. KD's got 4 assists now tonight. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the East All-Stars. Out of bounds, it'll be the West All-Stars ball. James checked in for Blake Griffin.
And, you know, the fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget. And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
Tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
On the wing, Harden. He's guarded by Davis. Out of bounds. It'll be the West All-Stars ball.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the fourth. Curry against Irving. Curry kicks to Simmons. There's the dish to Davis. Simmons passes to Curry. Clock at 6. Fades. Again, the West All-Star.
And it's just competing and, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Inside. James with the bucket. James has got the lead up to 13 now for the West All-Stars.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered.
Harden finds Embiid. No good, and they can't put an end to this drought. Outside Curry. From deep three-point range, doesn't go for him. The East All-Stars go the other way with it. 3 seconds separate the shot. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
In the corner, George with it. That 3 off the mark. Here's James. Curry way outside. Bucket's good.
And Kevin, that three ball is very deadly. I mean, you feel like it's going in as soon as he lets it go, no matter where, what angle, or how deep.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong. But tonight, the West seemed a little more comfortable playing together as a unit, and that's what earned them the win.
You mentioned that all broadcast long, and sure enough, it came to fruition. That brings us to the conclusion of our All-Star coverage.